Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode on Manifold. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode, today we will be starting by working on this amphitheater some more. So last episode we ended by digging out some tunnels. Let me go ahead and show you what progress I have made. So I've finished carving out the tunnels, so I think this is the right width. Yeah, it should be 5 wide, 4 high, all the way through and around. And it's just under the amphitheater. So it cuts around, just around here so that it can't be seen. But yeah, I want to model it like this tunnel. So put in the, what do you call them? The stairs in here. We have a lot of end stone now. So I need to do that for both corners, and then I also need to put end brick on the floors and the walls and the ceiling as well. So I'm going to work on that and update you again when I've made some progress. So I told you that I would update you when we've made some progress, and boy, have we made some progress. So as you can see, I've completed placing in the end brick near the tunnels, but we have done so much more than that. Let me show you. So I have almost dug out this entire room here, which took me forever to dig out all the end stone. And we've placed some black stained glass up here, and thinking I maybe want to add more layers of this going up to get more of a dark sky frosted effect rather than mostly see-through but black. But yeah. This took a long time, but as you can see, it is looking really cool to have this over here. And we have almost two full double chests of end stone from digging all that out. So you can see how much it was. And of course, because we have mending on our pickaxe, and as I showed in the last episode, this amazing XP farm down here, we are able to repair our tools. And even though, it used a lot of durability, you just repair it back up and you can keep using it. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this area looks. It just looks super cool. The one thing I'm not sure about, maybe these walls I don't want necessarily to go straight up. Maybe I'll have little indents in with, well, that's the thing. I'm not super sure what I want to use this room for. Maybe as like storage in the end for some things. Overall, I'm just not really sure, but I just thought it would look really cool. So I started working on it, and well, we can figure out what it can be useful for a little bit later. But yeah, for now, we're almost done with this. Just 2 more layers of end stone to mine out, and of course, I guess a 3rd layer for the floor and a little bit for the walls, but the walls won't take that much to replace with stone brick. And then probably need to either put light sources in there or carpet all over the floors, or both, so that Endermen don't just wander around in there. So yeah, very happy with how it looks, and well, I better be, because it took quite a while to dig out. This has to be slanted here because the amphitheater's on the other side. So right above this is the stairs on the amphitheater. Let me show you from that angle. So you walk up the amphitheater here, and there's just glass all underneath. Looks like a little zoo for all the Endermen. It's funny. But yeah, you can see I've only sort of mined out where it's necessary, and there's just this this wall here, so I'll have to carve out the terrain to make it look nicer. So yeah, let me go ahead and clear out this end stone here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all finished. All right, let me show you what else I've done with this room back here. So as you can see, I finished digging out the last 2 layers, and I've completed, well, done a number of things with the floor. At least I've put in stone brick, and I've put in these sort of these stairs here that make it look like there's this kind of neat line design going around. And I have some sea lanterns here under carpets. I need to finish placing the carpets. I haven't finished that yet, but at least it gives it some light and prevents Endermen from spawning in here. I still need to light up the walls a little bit. I'm still not sure what I want to do in here. I'm thinking maybe putting some chests in the walls and I don't know, maybe some other stuff, but I'm just, I'm not super sure yet, but I'm just trying to get the design down and have something that looks nice at the very least and, you know, maybe can be functional. Lighting up this place is proving to be a little difficult. I have used the sea lantern in the floor trick covered in carpet to add some light, but still cover it. I might end up changing this carpet color, I'm not sure. And I have lanterns hanging here, but besides that, it's kind of hard to provide light in other ways. For example, this whole wall here is just sort of dark. I'd like to put light sources on the walls. Of course, lanterns either need to be on the ground or hanging from a roof. I could, I guess, put like torches or something, but I just don't think that looks very nice at all. Of course, over here, I can just put some more light sources in the ground. Up top here, as you can see, I added, well, I don't know if you can see, but certainly from compared to the last clip, it is much more dark and foggy. And that's because I added a few more layers of glass to sort of give that dark fog effect. Now, something that's a little bit weird with that is the edges. So I am not sure what I want to do with that yet. I think I'm just going to need to add an extra layer of glass all the way around and then clear those. So yeah, that's the progress I've made so far. As you can hear, there's a lot of uncertainty with what I want to do with this, and that's because I never had a plan for this from the start. This was just sort of a whim of, well, initially the actual amphitheater over there was just sort of a whim of something that felt cool to make, and then we made it. And then I was like, oh, well, we could add some tunnels onto this. And then, oh, what do I want to do with these tunnels? Well, I could connect them to a big room. So I started mining out a big room. And oh, yeah, wouldn't it be cool to have this dark fog ceiling? And so I made this dark fog ceiling. And so we ended up with this big room with nothing really to do with it. And we need to figure out what we want to use it for. Okay, I think that's enough time in the end for one episode. I do have some things to update you guys on in the overworld. So let me get there and show you guys what's new. Da, 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 da. That's right. We have beacons now. Very, very exciting. And not just one, we have 2 beacons. So the other day, my friend and I got on and we tasked ourselves with getting wither skeleton skulls and assumed it would take, well, based on our previous luck, assumed it would take a few hours to get us 3 of them. So we logged on, and thanks to our looting 3 swords, managed to get 3 within, I think, a few minutes. So we got the 3 and we were like, well, may as well fight the wither. And so we fought the wither, and it was rather uneventful. Well, let me show you where we fought it. This is actually the first time that I had fought a wither. I had never fought one before. So that was actually really fun. Well, I don't know about fun, but at least it was interesting. let's see. It was in one of these caves down here. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one. So this is where we fought both of our withers. So we fought one. Well, before it had dug down further, we had fought one sort of higher up, and then another one after it had blown up the rest of the blocks. So it ended up being pretty easy. We beat both of them in about a minute. Of course, it's rather easy when they're just sort of trapped in here. So wasn't too bad. Of course, we also have very good swords and bows and very good armor as well. So yeah, I think that definitely had to do with it. If we were in just unenchanted diamond armor, then that would be a different story, I think. So yeah, me and my friend fought the Wither the first time and got our first beacon, and then I went and found 3 more Wither skeleton skulls. That took a little longer. I wasn't as lucky with that. And the second time we brought in a few other of our friends to fight it together because they hadn't fought the Wither before either. So that was fun. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings of that. We kind of just did that in the moment. I didn't think about recording it. But yeah, next time we do fight a Wither, maybe I'll record it. I mean, it'll be a minute of uninteresting footage just wailing on... What is this? The heck? What the heck is this? Well, I went up there and it was literally nothing. It was literally just a hole with no entrances. So I'm not sure why that's there or who put that there, but interesting to say the least. Yeah, so I'm sure you've noticed that this has been slowly changing. We've added some more little things here and there. One of my friends built a little enchanting station up here. I've never actually used it because, well, we have the villager trading hall with books and all that stuff, so I don't really see the need for it, but one of my friends built it nevertheless. We've expanded out this farm, and the reason a bunch of crops are missing are because people keep placing water buckets and it flows down here. Someone wanted to get cocoa beans, I think, to make cookies, so they made this little wall here. This is Chick-fil-A, I think. It's a bunch of chickens and a little cooked chicken farm, which is kind of cool that one of my friends built. I think this, this dispenser either shoots an arrow at you, gives you bread, gives you rotten flesh, or gives you cooked chicken. And I think these are just furnaces for decoration. But yeah, it's kind of funny. And then one of my friends built a little thing back here. I guess this is... I'm not sure really what it's meant to be. I guess it's just a cool designed room. There's 3 little outcroppings here. But it's kind of nice. You just have some light and some trees back here. I don't think he's completely finished yet, but it's really cool to see. And then he has this little room here. Oh, that's a creeper. Oh, there it is. Light up your builds, dude. Up on top here, one of my friends also built an ice road. So this just goes to the furnace array over here. In fact, let's get a boat and ride in it. We do not have a boat. Hold on, let me grab a boat. Okay, so I got a boat and we can go flying. And that's as far as it goes. I don't think he's, well, maybe this is actually the end. I'm not sure. He might build some other ones or, yeah, I don't really know. But, so these ice roads here are sort of exactly what I wanted to build up in the Nether in order to travel quickly there. So probably not 3 wide ice, because we just need 1 wide ice in order to get the boat on it. So I want to design a tunnel real quick that we can build up easily in the Nether so that we can do exactly this. So let's see where to be a good place for the cross section. Maybe right here. Well, let's just put something down. So maybe something like concrete in the base. Obviously we have the packed ice. We need something to keep the player on, so something like slabs maybe. So when a player's in the boat, I don't have the boat anymore. So when the player's in the boat, the slabs here are enough to keep them on. Well, obviously it'll be a tunnel like this, so we don't have to worry about that. I guess these blocks are pointless. Did want glass to be able to see out. Question is, do I want it? I guess we want it here. And it doesn't all have to be white concrete, but just some sort of block, I'm thinking. And, you know, we could put stairs on the corners. Let's simplify this a little bit. We don't really need this empty space right here, so we can move this in, I think. So something I just realized is that no matter the light level, hoglins are always able to spawn in crimson forests, and so that would be a problem. The only thing I can think of to prevent their spawning would, well, I guess torches would prevent spawning, but also buttons would be cheaper. So the question is, if I put a button on ice, can I still ride a boat over it? And I guess let's go figure that out. Okay, so I placed down the buttons. Let's see if it's going to affect anything. I hope not. And it doesn't seem like it does. So that may be our... Yeah, it seems like it doesn't affect it at all. So we'll put a button there to prevent spawning, and that means we actually don't need any lights in these tunnels other than those we want for decoration, which is nice. We don't have a ton of sea lanterns or glowstone or anything like that, so it'll be nice to not have to put a light every so often to prevent spawning, because the buttons and the slabs will do that for us. Okay, and then lastly, I think all we need is just some sort of roof, and I think that's all. Let's put glass here as well, just to make it look a little nicer. So still looks fairly plain, but if it prevents mob spawning and I'm able to fly through it, I'm fine with that. Well, everyone, unfortunately, that is all we have time for in today's episode. Today, we worked some more on the little tunnels and amphitheater in the end. I showed you around some other builds in the base that people have been making, some of my friends have been making, and we designed this tunnel for the Nether. And first thing next episode, we will be starting to build up this tunnel in the Nether. I have not even calculated how many resources we'll need to build tunnels to some of the Nether portals that we have. So I have no idea how much progress realistically we can make with that, but hopefully we'll be able to get a sizable portion done with the resources we have. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more updates from Manifold, consider subscribing. Well, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.